Hey kids, welcome back to another story time with Nick. It's great to see all of you. I was thinking of what story to read later this week, and as I was talking with our drama teacher, Miss Megan Arnett, who you might have had for drama, or you might have been doing some of the drama activities that are also in the library class you'll see here on Schoology. And we thought it might be fun to do a story where you get to pretend to be something you're not, or you get to choose what you want to be. You can look at it different ways. And it's a super fun idea because it lets you use your imagination. I know it's something I did a lot when I was a kid is I pretended to be something that I wasn't, or I just got to choose what I wanted to be. Maybe for a day, maybe for a week, maybe when I was thinking about what I want to do for my life. And so this is one of my favorite stories, and it's called This is a Moose, or Is It? And I like this story a lot because our moose here, he is told that he has to be a moose. That's kind of who he is, right? He's a moose. You look at him, he looks like a moose. But he decides that he may wants to be an astronaut or a lacrosse player or anything else that he might want to be. And I like that because he gets to use his imagination to choose what he wants to be. So I hope you enjoy This is a Moose. But before we begin, let's start with our things that never change. Number 1, I like you just the way you are. Number 2, I'm happy you're here today. I'm happy you're watching a story today, learning today, doing your best that you can do whatever it is today. And number 3, my expectations. And as you know, we don't have our normal storytime expectations because we're not in the library. But I still expect you to be kind and respectful to everyone and everything that's in your house right now. I also expect greatness from all of you. I know you can and will do wonderful and great things in your life. So let's go ahead and get started with the story. And a couple things to note. This is a Moose is kind of told in a weird way. You can see it has this little thing, this little clapper that they use when they're filming television or movies. And so the story is told as if they're making a documentary about moose in the wild. This is a Moose. Take 1. This is a Moose by Richard T. Morris and Tom Lichtenheld. This is the mighty moose. His father is a moose. His mother is a moose. This moose wants to be an astronaut. Cut! Excuse me, but moose cannot be astronauts. Moose are large, hoofed animals that live in the woods. Now, would someone kindly get the moose out of the spacesuit? Thank you. This is a Moose. Take 2. This is the mighty moose. His father is a moose. His mother is a yoo-hoo. Cut! Who is this? I'm the moose's grandmother. When I was his age, I wanted to be a lacrosse goalie. Enter the grandmother. You can't be a lacrosse goalie. You're a moose. Oh, yeah? Go ahead. Whip a shot in. I'll stiff you, sonny. Would somebody please remove Grandma? This is a moose. Take 3. This is the mighty moose. His mother is a moose. His father is a moose. Is that a giraffe? Yep. Definitely a giraffe. Behold, the regal giraffe. Actually, I've always wanted to be a doctor. Paging Dr. Draft. Paging Dr. Draft. Cut! Exactly. Giraffes don't live in the woods. Giraffes are safari animals. Now get him out of here. This is a moose. Take 4. What's happening now? Grandmother Moose and Regal Giraffe, prepare to launch Mighty Moose into space. Go Moose! Moon or bust! Woo! Stop it! Stop it! Right now! Moose do not fly into space. They do not. Guard lacrosse net. I love that. It's an onomatopoeia, a word that sounds like the actual thing. In this case, sproing, the act of something being like launched with the 2 giant rubber bands. What just happened? The moose has been launched. They can't do that. This is a film about moose. Moose drinking from lakes. Moose eating leaves. Moose doing moose things. Look at that moose go. Cut, cut, cut. Listen to me. All animals are going to play their proper roles from now on, understood? This is a moose. Take 5. But we, can't take 5?
Yeah, the moose is in outer space.
You are here. Moose is here. Oh, get him! Scrappy Squirrel, to the rescue! Actually, I'm a chipmunk. I'm coming, Astro Moose! Cut! Will somebody please find me an animal that acts like it's supposed to? He's an angry duck. Oh. So the duck director is asking for an animal that acts like it's supposed to. Why do you think he says "oh" on this page? Are any of the animals acting like a normal, or what we would consider a normal animal doing? There's an elephant holding what's called a boom mic. Looks like a bear who's holding a little first aid kit. There's another big bear doing the lights. There's a monkey that's on the camera. We have Dr. Draft over here. So I think what the duck is realizing is that even though they're all animals, they're all doing different things. There's not one animal in this story that acts like it's supposed to. Kaboom! This is an astronaut. Take 1. The end. I like that story a lot. It reminds us that we need to use our imagination, and we need to be able to sometimes pretend to be things that maybe we think we're not. Or we can become things that maybe people don't think we can. Right? All right. I'll see you next time. Have a great rest of your week.